Welcome to Pody Mouths. This is Stephanie.
This is Bart.
This is Brad.
And today, we're going to talk about jobs. Not just having a run-of-the-mill job, or hating your job, or liking your job. Specifically, the best of the best and the worst of the worst when it comes to jobs. So, I know Brad's on this. If you hate your fucking job, just wait. You might hear something that makes you feel better about your job, or you might have some future fucking plans on what you want to do with your life after listening to this episode.
Fuck yeah.
So, we're actually recording this on a Wednesday. I feel like we should have scheduled a Monday, but Brad hates Mondays so much he refuses to record on Mondays.
I do. Mondays are no-goes.
Yeah, I think you're the only person I know that loathes and despises a certain day of the week.
I hate everything about it. Like, I hate Mondays so much after 4 o'clock on a Sunday. My Sundays are shot because I think of Monday.
Also, because of Monday, this is why Brad absolutely refuses to record on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Because he has to start hating Monday at approximately 3 p.m. on Sunday.
But after I lay my head down Monday night, and Tuesday morning comes, I am good. I'm good to go. Everything's ready.
Brad's got a case of the Mondays.
I do, man.
For the rest of his life.
Yeah. Like, I think we were talking about in a prior episode, more people have heart attacks on Mondays
than any day of the week.
That's the day I will die.
I totally believe that about the heart attack thing. There's no doubt in my mind, because Mondays are stressful.
Yeah.
I mean, they used to be kind of, stressful, but most of my job experience was retail, so the weekends were the most stressful fucking days for me, because I pulled my most hours on Saturdays and Sundays, so.
Yeah, that would have to suck for retail people. So Mondays are probably like your days off, or probably like chill days.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't mind working a Monday, because, who's out shopping and doing bullshit on Monday?
True. Saturdays
and bitches are in there. Can I speak to your manager? Bitch, I am the manager! And I done fucking told you can't make no return without a receipt!
It's ma'am!
Sir! He-Man with hoop earrings! Alright, so let's get into this bullshit. So we're going to start with the worst, and then go into the good, because we've discovered, I have a fucking tendency to tank an episode talking about some dark and dreary shit if we hit dark and dreary toward the end. So, number one, odor testers. Professional pit sniffers is what I call them.
I'm looking at your notes right now. Why'd you spell odor in the English form, like Oxford English?
Because
there's no U in odor.
I was quick typing, and it just fucking happened. Okay?
You're not a Brit, baby.
I also put bad BO. But as I was going to read this, I was not going to say BO. Don't fucking worry about what's in my notes.
Don't make them
Just
so
let
visible.
me tell you the appropriate fucking information. God damn it. Okay, a job that I don't like right now, being Bert's fucking wife!
Are there any applicants?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Anyway, so odor testers, like I said, professional pit sniffers. So, they don't just make a deodorant and then, put it on the shelves. They run these clinical trials. I actually did one where you have to wear, a white t-shirt and not bathe for a certain amount of time, yada, 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 and then turn in your shirt. They sniff the shirt, not me, but still. Like some stranger sniffed the pits of my white t-shirt for 30 fucking days.
So what did they had you not shower at all? Or
well, it was certain days of the week. For the first week, I could shower every day, and then the second was every other day, and blah, 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 blah. And I had to either wear their deodorant or not wear their deodorant.
Oh, so they did give you the deodorant?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, log shit and whatever. And, I was like, yeah, big payout. Yeah, I got, $300.
For a month?
Yeah.
Shit, where do you sign up for this at?
I do that every month.
Hell yeah.
This was during the recession, so I just needed
That's $3,600 extra a year. That's a car payment.
Yeah.
This was 2008. I don't know what they offer for fucking...
I wonder what the sniffer gets paid.
For real.
So a sniffer on average gets paid about $35,000 a year. Starting out can sometimes be as low as 19, but you can get as high up as to like $52,000.
I mean, it's overtime, you know. You work Saturday, you get a little bit more, sniff a couple extra shirts.
I mean, well, it's not just shirts either. It's,
Hey, wait a minute. Do odor eaters get paid more?
I don't know, because I looked up the averages. I didn't look up, odor tester is the job. I don't know if you get paid more if you sniff feet or pits.
The qualifications for this, or like where do you apply for something like this?
I don't know. I think you have to have. They probably test your quote unquote palate.
So I work in the food and beverage industry, and like tasting is like super important in our labs when we're tasting the products we're making. Their Dryer's ice cream. They have a gentleman, that's all he does. They have an insurance policy on this man's tongue for over $1 million.
Really?
When he eats their ice cream tasting, their batch samples, he only eats off a 24-karat gold spoon.
Why is that?
Because the gold keeps from any metal taste from going into the ice cream. If you eat off a regular spoon, you're going to get a slight metallic taste because it's cold.
Yeah.
Because it's cold. So with gold, you don't get that.
When I stir my tea with a spoon...
This guy makes a ton of money, by the way.
When I stir my tea with a spoon, I taste my spoon in my tea.
Yeah.
It, like, combats against the taste of the honey that I put in my tea.
Yeah.
I feel like I could be a taster. I feel like I taste things other people don't.
Yeah, I saw this on History Channel, Modern Marvels. The guy wears a cute little bow tie. Ton of money, though. Ton of money. You ain't got, just give me the ice cream for free and I'll probably do it, you know? I mean,
Yeah,
well, we'll get to some ice cream later on. Don't you worry about it.
Does this dude like work in Cincinnati or is?
No, he's based out of Bakersfield, California, I think.
Really? Damn, I wonder if they...
I imagine Graders has got one.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Hook me up, Graders.
For real.
I'll eat some ice cream. Hey, let me tell you what. I can keto or fucking Halo Top for keto and shit. Like eating all those, I'm pretty good at knocking those flavors out.
I still don't understand Halo Top. It costs more than regular ice cream, but it's got less good stuff in it. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, honey, it's diet food. It's going to be more. That's why, like, you can get a large fucking fry from McDonald's for like $1, but like a small cup of fucking mixed fruit's going to cost you $6.99.
Hello, French fry.
Yeah, really.
So, the next one, we're going to knock this one out of the park. Animal masturbator.
Oh, yeah.
Ba-boom! So, I loved this. When researchers conduct animal fertility studies, they naturally must procure sperm samples. And to do so, researchers have 3 options on hand. And none of them are very appealing.
That's the drum thing. Dun, dun,
Hey, I thought my was appropriate enough. The first involves inserting an electric probe into the animal. The second requires the animal's penis to be placed inside an artificial vagina. And the third, and most disturbing, involves manual masturbation by some poor person's own hand.
I've seen the horse one done on Dirty Jobs.
Yeah.
And a pig one, I believe. I saw on Dirty
Well,
Jobs.
Jackass also did the horse one as well.
Right. Yeah, but you don't have to drink it like Steve.
Okay, so listen. I love watching all the Jackass, but when they start vomiting, I have to look away. I can handle, like, my own kids puking and a family member, but when I see people puke with such bravado on TV, I'm like, no, I can't. I gotta look away. I can't handle this shit. Also, I found absolutely no information on how much you get paid to jerk off a horse. So
they might enjoy it so much, they do it for free.
Yeah. I just, technically, this is bestiality.
If you don't use an artificial vagina, perhaps.
I mean, I guess there are probably guidelines.
Yeah. You don't get the new person on the job. She's got her mouth open or his mouth open. Like, no, we don't do that here.
We don't, honey, I know what industry you used to work in. Hey, keep your mouth closed and your vagina's not involved. So the next one is a roadkill collector. I don't think I need to explain this one.
I know those guys do really well because there's 6 of them in a truck and only one of them gets out and collects.
And they all make about $25,000 a year.
Well, they make better than that.
I mean, base, like average. So I'm sure, like, you're on the job a couple of years.
Oh yeah,
and like
you either drive the truck and make the new guy do it for $25,000. You're pulling $35,000-$40,000.
Just like a tip, because as I was looking at the pictures of this, like, stay around like Ohio. Don't go crazy because, like, you live in areas with, like, bears and shit. You get down in Tennessee, you're picking up dead, fucking huge 400, 500-pound black bears off the side of the road.
In California, you got to scoop Bigfoot, put him in the back.
Yeah, all them big feetses. So, yeah, like, scraping squirrels and throwing the occasional deer in the back of a truck. Stick around the middle.
I think if you look up the stats on that, I think it's more domestic animals they have to clean up than wild animals.
Honestly,
it's more cats and dogs.
That's what breaks my heart. It's not all the... I mean, every now and then I see a deer obliterated. I'm like, oh.
It happens.
But, like, when I see a kitty or a dog, I lose my shit.
Yeah, I bet you it's more domesticated animals that have gone wild versus actual wild animals because the squirrels they try to stay out of the road. That doesn't always work.
Until they get electrocuted mid-line and fall on the hood of your car.
Has this happened to you?
Yeah, that'll make you shit your pants in traffic.
I'd say so.
I've hit birds. Birds suck to hit because you don't know what you hit.
No, and then you're just like, no, the shit hits you in the grill, and now there's weird things, and you're like, oh, God.
And you park and you get out, and there's a beak sticking out. It looks like a freaking hood ornament.
Actually, the first animal I ever hit when I started driving was a bird, and I cried. Oh, you should have seen how bad I cried when I hit my first bunny.
Yeah, I think I've hit a couple raccoons, maybe a possum.
I haven't hit much because I will swerve to miss snakes, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to hit anything.
I don't either.
So I'd stopped in the middle of the road on my way home from work one day, seeing something running at me in the lane. And I stopped. It was a little baby deer. Spots everywhere.
Oh, really?
Looked like Bambi. I stopped completely. It ran into me, hit my bumper, fell on its butt, looked up at me like it was my fault I was in its way, then took off up the hill. Ridiculous.
I mean, you got to think about it. We all love animals, but there have got to be stupid animals out there, just like there's stupid fucking people.
There's a lot of stupid animals.
But, you never want to see a person get hit by a car, but if they're texting so much, looking down at their phone, that they just walk out in front of traffic, I mean, what the fuck do you do?
Well, hey, I mean, you put it up to me. If there's a dog and a human, you know who I'm picking.
I know. I'm going to hope shit never goes down and it's between me and an animal, and I'm out with Brad.
Well, no, I mean, if I knew the person, there'd be an exception, but...
Yeah. There may be an acceleration, too. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you!
And we can make a list for Brad of people he'd push down on the accelerator of his truck for. So the next one is animal food taster. This one I could not do because I have consistency issues, and most animal food is a very weird bread pudding nasty whipped consistency. I could not do this. But again, we're talking about a palate, a specific palate. You have to be very good at tasting everything. And this is for fucking animals.
See, I don't know why they would need a human to test animal food.
So when they put that label, that name on there, they're like, all right, it's a bunch of brown goo. What's it taste like? Filet mignon. All right.
So that's how it's done.
That's how it's named.
This tastes like Backstreet tuna. All right, we're going to put Pacific Yellowfin. I mean...
I thought they just threw some flavoring in, but... Wow.
But this job involves eating really bad batches of animal products and the risk of severe food poisoning. But base, you make $40K.
So, pretty much the king's food tester from medieval times. Instead of the king, they're worried about the animal.
Yeah.
Well, I look at it like this. How much are you willing to risk occasional food poisoning for? We're not talking about...
Anytime you eat at a Chinese restaurant that looks a little sketchy.
Yeah. Anytime you walk into a new restaurant, anytime you order seafood, anytime you walk into a sketchy-looking sushi joint, you're risking food poisoning.
You are rolling the dice.
You are paying for the potential of food poisoning. Wouldn't you like to get paid to maybe get food poisoning?
Maybe.
But I'm trying to think of their break room. Does a vending machine have cat food in it? You pick, I want A1, bloop, bloop. What's today's flavor?
Probably
they're all at their table, they got crackers and dog food, and they're spreading it on and eating it.
That vending machine is probably full of seltzer water, Sprite, there's a separate ice machine, Nausine, Pepto-Bismol.
Well, I guarantee there's crackers, too.
Imodium AD, crackers.
Because anytime we're tasting something, we have to eat a cracker in between. That way we can try to alleviate that.
It's a palate cleanser.
Yes.
Yeah, at the beer festivals, they give you pretzels in between the beers.
Yeah, we do
drink
crackers.
more as well.
Oyster crackers here recently at my work. I don't know why they must have been on.
So what they have you guys testing too?
Yeah, we taste all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we taste to make sure something matches one way or the other. If a batch is in question, we taste. Any batch we make, quality is required to taste it to make sure it matches the previous sample, if it's better, if it's worse. Just because there's such a variable there. Because one person might make it one way, another person might have made it slightly different. It could change the order of additional ingredients.
Yeah.
I get a coffee taste in my mouth after doing it. I mean, you do it for a while, you taste 2 or 3 different coffees. I'm kind of sick of coffee. So.
Not me, man. I could do that job.
No, it gets old after a while.
So,
I try to get out of it. Most of the time, I'm a backup now. I only do it if they don't have enough people, because we have to have a certain quantity of people do it. So they know they'll ask me last, because I hate doing it. But apparently I can do it okay. Everybody says I have a good tasting preference. So
the next shit job, crime scene cleaner.
Yeah, that would suck.
Harvey Keitel and Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a legit job to me. I mean, why not? Or you'd be the one creepy guy in John Wick.
Yeah.
Get paid the cougar hands. I mean, it's got to pay good.
I look at it like this.
You're talking about the legit version.
I'm talking about the legit version.
Not the mob version. They don't make nothing.
I'm sure, I'm sure the mob version has benefits, but I doubt they're getting paid to do part of their job. But a crime scene cleaner is responsible for making things nice again after homicides, suicides, and accidents. Performing this job includes removing blood stains, body parts. I thought all those would have gone to the morgue and whatever, but apparently not. Bodily fluids and other gory things from the scene. A crime scene cleaner needs high endurance for the job. It takes hours trying to clean up, depending on how bad the crime scene is. Average pay is $39,000 a year.
So what does the crime scene entail? Like, is it has to be a crime? So this isn't for like suicides and shit like that, right?
No, it's for suicides
because too. I've known somebody that shot themselves, and the parents said they had to clean up the fucking gunk on the wall.
So I don't know if it's like county specific or state specific, or if it's crimes. But like if that person lived alone, they may have to do it. I don't know if it's based on a landlord, if they have the mortgage on their home. I don't know the specifics of when they would call in a crime scene cleaner. Maybe you can.
Yeah, it's probably comes out of your pocket.
Yeah, maybe you can call a crime scene cleaner. But anyway, these people make about $39,000 a year, and like they've got to be the best people ever to know how to get blood stains out of stuff.
Well, there was a movie called Sunshine Cleaning. I had to look it up. But it was based off of mom trying to pay for her kids' schooling, and she started a business where she'd clean up after crime scenes. And it's a legit thing.
Yeah.
I knew somebody who was a tow truck driver, and after really bad car wrecks and stuff, they have to clean up. And I had this gentleman tell me, he goes, back in the day, they would just sweep the brains up and push them down the drain. Like at the thing. Like they can't do that now because it's biohazard and there's a bunch of rules and regulations. I mean, it's like a hazmat thing. If there's any blood or anything out there, they have to dispose of it properly.
Well, look at how many people are diseased nowadays.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not just gross, it's a risk too. When it says bodily fluids, you don't know what's in those bodily fluids.
Exactly. Yeah, it used to be just push broom and shovel.
Also, too, I imagine for family's sake, the police department may pick up the tab on a crime scene cleaner if it's like a mass murder.
Yeah, it's probably for more like public crime scenes. Like a fucking car pile up when there's a bunch of fucking bodies out for the public to see it.
Like a mass murder situation, serial killer shit.
I don't know. Dexter cleaned up after himself pretty well. So.
Well, not everybody does, Pookie.
I can see like hotels, apartments, something people don't own, you know. I mean,
like if it's a whole family and like the next of kin lives like across the country or whatever, they probably don't leave it all in the house. And then I guess it also depends too on how long they're going to be investigating.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like if it's a clear-cut case of suicide or a clear accident, but if it's a murder, like don't they have to leave the evidence behind for a certain amount of time?
Yeah, they leave it for a amount of time to CSI or whatever, the investigation you can do their thing. But a lot of, I don't know, you just brought me a very funny point that you don't even realize, but like clear case of suicide, Like, I read about a clear case of suicide. This guy was found in a duffel bag, and it was padlocked, closed, and he had suffocated in there. And he said it was a clear case of suicide because he locked himself in the duffel bag.
Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. But it was marked as suicide, even though he was locked in a duffel bag with a padlock, and he suffocated there. It was a clear cut that he locked himself in the duffel bag. That was what the final investigation paper, something I read on Reddit or something. I'm just like, wow, how
Yeah, really.
stupid.
There's no way I put my name on that fucking piece of paper. Anyway, we're to the last of the shitty jobs, and we're going to get on to some good shit.
Is there a bunch of good shit ones?
Yes, there's actually, as I found during my research, more totally fucking awesome jobs than there are totally fucking shit jobs.
I don't believe you.
Just you fucking wait. So the last bad one, that manual sewer cleaner.
Yeah, that would suck.
So
I saw that on Dirty Jobs too. Mike Rowe looked like he had a hell of a time doing it. So,
Like, a good time, really? Like,
I mean, he talking about how gross it was, but he was laughing, telling jokes at the camera and everything else.
yeah, but
Can't
he
be all
had to
that
do
bad.
that once, and I'm sure. Okay, so base, if you're doing this in America, you're making about $52,000 a year.
Pretty good
Climb
living.
down in the sewer and
You
unplug
have
a
to-
drain full of tampons and shit. I'm sure it's fucking gross, but some gross is worth it. And like, especially if you naturally don't have a sense of smell,
You're good.
fucking
And
hang
doing
on.
a clown costume.
That's even
I
creepier.
mean, a couple red balloons. Hi, Georgie.
But if you're in, like, let's say India,
Not a problem. They don't use the sewers there. They shit in the middle of the street.
no. In India, you're going to get paid $5 a day in a bottle of liquor. I did find, though, in Bangladesh, where you could get paid $10 a day as a manual sewer cleaner.
that $10.
They don't even use toilet paper in India.
Yeah,
they wipe their ass just with their bare hand.
Well,
they
apparently
don't
the only
shake
thing-
hands because of that.
The
Yeah.
only thing worse than their sanitary system has got to be their sewer system, too, because it gets backed up. When I looked up this topic, every single time I Google searched world's worst jobs, there was some dude in India standing in a shit-filled sewer.
So India, being the subcontinent it is, it has 3 times the population of the United States does for something about the size of 2 Texases, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a crazy amount of people there. And we talk about how our stuff's undersized when it comes to sewage and everything, 10 and 12-inch lines. You know, over there, they probably like a 4-inch line or 6-inch line, a trench that leads from one house to another.
Yep.
I mean, it's bad.
Yeah, they don't have much clean water over there.
No.
It's
Yeah,
fucking-
actually, on because a lot of this stuff, because I fall down the fucking rabbit hole on YouTube every time. I'll be watching a YouTube about the world's worst jobs, and then I'm watching a fucking YouTube video about the world's most polluted water, and India's got like half of it.
Yeah.
Major issue.
So,
there.
daily duties involve inspection of sewers and flushing out problems. However, there's a relatively high chance of contracting disease, especially
Hepe.
gastrointestinal, respiratory, and skin disease.
'Cause you know you'd be bathing in that. Like, oh, look at this color on my skin.
My dad was a plumber. He told me some horror stories, and he wasn't actually getting down in the
In
fucking
there,
pipes. Yeah, so. Ugh.
What was it? There's 3 rules about being a plumber. What was it? Don't eat with your hand. Don't bite your fingernails. Shit rolls downhill, and payday's Thursday. Those are the 3 rules of being a plumber.
Where'd you hear that from?
Plumbers.
Plumbers.
And then you actually got reminded about it at work the other day, too, because somebody else said, like, hey, I've heard that before. So, not a sewage cleaner, but still a pretty bad job, but they're paid well. It's a honey dipper. Ever heard of a honey dipper?
I haven't.
A honey dipper is the guy that cleans out the porta potties.
Oh, you
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah,
Yeah, they
you
came
have
up
to
on-
pay me good.
They
So-
came up on the list, but they stick a hose down in a hole and
But
suck
the
it out.
smell.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking to a
But
guy.
I go in there and smell that too.
If you use
I
it,
mean-
most people avoid using a porta.
When you gotta pee, you gotta fucking pee.
I'm telling you, it is so bad. Take it from a guy who was on job sites for 6 years.
It's fucking.
I mean, I went to one where it was inconveniently located to a dumpster, so they didn't empty it. Here it is, fucking freezing outside. I've got to piss. I go to this thing. This thing is so full, and the piss is leaking over the toilet seat, and it's starting to freeze because it's so cold.
Pissicle.
Physical.
I mean, it was so bad. Flavor companies, if they have a flavor or something that's expired that they can't use, they'll actually sell it to Portalite companies, and they will dump that in there to try to make it smell not so bad.
Really?
That's why it sounds like you go into it, it's got a nice fruity smell. That was meant for your Fruit Loops or your Fruity Pebbles or something.
Anyway, if I had this job, I would take very good care of my designated porta potties.
But a lot of people do. They make pretty good money. I think the lowest I ever heard anybody making money was $16 an hour starting out. That's not too terrible. But,
I found $17.12.
But you got to replace the toilet paper. Some of the good companies actually have like a hose set up so they can kind of rinse it off because people are freaking disgusting.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, look at it this way.
Piss on the seat. They'll shit on the side.
I may not have sucked shit out of a porta potty, but I have wiped not solid shit off of the back of a toilet seat when some lady leaned forward and had a Starbucks ass-splosion all over a handicapped bathroom in a fucking store. So, and I didn't get paid extra for that shit.
I'd rather shit my pants than clean a fucking, or use a portalette.
Dude, I trained my body where I shit once a day. It was when I got home from work.
Yeah, I wish.
And I had that for a long time. Now I work in a place where the bathroom is actually not horrible.
And you've broken that training now.
Yeah, now I shit like 5 times a day. But I feel better.
So, now that we're on to yummy subjects, Ben & Jerry's Flavor Guru.
Liberal tards, sorry.
Oh my god, it's fucking ice cream. Can you just fucking let me enjoy
They
something?
only made ice cream because they weren't men enough to do bagels. So they want to do bagels, but they thought
you can't even eat bagels anymore because the last time you had one, you vomited profusely.
Let's not talk about politics here, Stephanie.
Anyway.
I peeked all down the side of your van.
I know!
It matched your old car, probably, Brad, if we wouldn't have washed it off soon enough.
Should have left it on there to cake.
You can make anywhere between $40,000 a year and $200,000 a year, depending on your position as a flavor guru.
Yeah, so, I mean, flavor business is like that.
I could do
I
it.
wish I could fucking...
They have a bunch of different
tester.
committees and groups and clubs and all that stuff they need to be a part of, and we have several for our company. I mean, they are a respected position. They absolutely are.
I do have something to say, though. As much as I would love to be a flavor guru, I feel like it needs to be said. We need more sweet and salty together in fucking harmony.
So just so you know, that's not how they're built. We have a sweet and we have a savory section. That's how they're departmentalized. There's not like much of a merger there. I mean, I know what you're saying. I totally agree. I love like the M&M pretzel mix thing. I love that idea.
Chocolate-covered pretzels,
but
salted
the
caramels.
flavor business doesn't look at it like that because there's weird people like my sister who things can't be sweet.
Well, your sister can suck a big fat sweet and fucking sour dick. Sorry, Alicia, but you can. You know how I feel about your fucking lack of sweet and salty together.
But yeah, sweet, savory are different things. You have confectionery, dairy. Right now, the big thing is sports nutrition because protein is disgusting. It's gross. So the big thing is let's make it taste good. I mean, and that's a big push right now. What can we do to make this taste good? Because the protein that's used is, I think it's usually a waste product, possibly. I think is what it is. But there's tons of nutrients in it, so they're like, let's
like
sell
whey
this to
protein
people.
and shit.
Like, let's sell this to people, and people are like, ew, this is gross. Or like,
It's like licking a wheat field.
Yeah. Well, no, it's more like probably licking a cat butthole or something. I mean, it's
How many cat buttholes have you licked?
None.
Because now I'm concerned because we have 3 fucking cats.
That's why I said like. But it's like, let's make it taste good, and that's a big thing for flavors right now. They want to make stuff that tastes bad taste good because the stuff that tastes bad is good for you.
Anyway, let's get back to the fucking meat and potatoes of this shit.
No, we're talking about
Alicia, I know you're going to be listening to this episode at work. Fucking be an adult and go get some chocolate-covered fucking pretzels. God damn. Fucking sweet and salty together is delicious. Anyway, before I fucking go off on a tangent, private island caretaker.
Yeah, sign me up.
Yep. So it says, it's kind of like house sitting, but instead of the biggest perk being liberal fridge privileges, you get to spend your time on a secluded paradise island.
That's what I'm talking about.
and getting paid for it. And you can get paid anywhere from $15,000 to $45,000 a year.
Hey, just give me a hut and fucking feed me, and I'm
You get
good.
to live in the house. This is for people that aren't on their fucking...
Oh, so like when they go home to do business...
they probably have like a mansion and then like a garage with an apartment above it. And you'd get to live in the apartment and just like take care of the island, fucking pick up after hurricanes. And I mean, I'm game. I'm fucking game.
Oh, yeah.
I'd do it.
All I can think about is Jack Black on a remote island, and I still know what you did last summer.
Oh, God.
That would be my luck. I get stuck with the stoner dude, and when the killer shows up, I'd be the one that dies.
Well, here's what you
and
do.
that MF'er would get off the island.
Here's what you do. So you be the construction guy, I be the cleaning lady, and then we have 2 kids to help us out, and we enter this job in as a family, and that's why it's just us staying on the island while they're fucking gone. And then that way you don't have to live with anybody on this island you don't want to.
So this is similar to, say, hey, it's wintertime, but you have this whole hotel
This is
to
not
yourself.
the fucking Shining!
The whole hotel is yours. Just stay away from the liquor.
I can stay away
wants
from
to
the
play.
liquor. I can stay away from the liquor.
mean, no matter
and my
what-
eyeballs are not that fucking big.
Or it could be, okay, island. We have a volleyball made by the Wilson Company.
Oh my god.
And it has a bloody handprint on it.
You never let me enjoy any fucking thing, do you?
I'm trying to be the showdowner today. And I'm succeeding.
Whatever. You can't ruin this one. Well, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people fly out of these things. Water slide tester. You can make about $31,000 a year. So I've seen a video where some guy's coming in fucking hot around a curve, and he just bloop
Oh, yeah,
the
man.
fuck out of the water slide.
I can't remember where I was at, but it almost happened to me once.
What was it, 2 years ago? That little boy
creepy.
died there in Missouri?
Oh,
coming
man.
down one. It was designed
You are the
improperly.
fucking, you are the Debbie Downer today. Negative Nancy!
It's not my name.
No, it's my mom's name, bitch. What do you have to say about Nancy?
No, I was going to say my name's Badass Bert.
And like 3 episodes ago, it was Bobcat. You have an identity crisis.
I do. I have multiples.
Anyway, this next one's for Brad. Weed and sex journalist.
Just work on my writing chops and just write about banging and smoking dope all day.
So, with the recent explosion
Thompson
of
S. Hunter, right? I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
with the recent explosion of legalized marijuana in certain American states, weed reviewer is now a legitimate, achievable job for cannabis-centric wordsmiths. I like how they said that.
I'd rather be a beer reviewer, but I would do a weed review too.
could you imagine if the weed
I was
reviewer
thinking
did,
more of the sex part.
did a review on, like, as a podcast? Like, hey, dudes. Jamaican shaking. Yeah.
There's probably that already. Anyway.
But it would
So-
get really fucking boring. Because, like, 10 minutes
no,
in,
no.
you just hear a munch. Sorry, man, I got
We
it.
have had this discussion. Stoners are the worst. And I'm not talking about people that casually smoke marijuana. I'm talking about full, like,
Yeah, but the
rolling
stoners
a
are going to be
fucking-
the reviewers.
Yeah.
They're the most boring human
Yeah,
beings.
like, people that, like fucking, they're done, and then they light up another one. I mean, just fucking, they think that they are the most interesting people on the planet. And I could literally fall asleep cross-eyed and fucking drooling.
Hanging out with them, yes.
Oh, my God.
I remember
Oh,
you
my
told
God.
a story, and I don't know where it was supposed to go. But it started out, and then it just became a rambling. I can't even remember. It's like salad or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what was the point of this story?
Like 6 hours
And they're
about
like,
fucking croutons.
like, oh, man, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I gotta go outside. You got a fucking toke again? I'm like, God, you people.
Yeah, but one specific job is a sex columnist who specializes in getting high and then having sex while intoxicated may just win the blue ribbon for best job of all time if you're into that kind of stuff.
It's not PC.
So you can make between $32,000 to $67,000 a year
Yeah, sign me up.
as a weed and sex journalist. I mean, you know, but let me tell you, with all the craft beers and breweries, I'm sure there's a beer and sex
Oh,
journalist.
there's absolutely
And there's
a beer.
probably just a sex journalist. Look at Cosmo. You know what? Why haven't guys
sex therapy.
Why haven't guys created a dude Cosmo?
Maxim.
Really? They have like legitimate articles in
Yeah.
the day in the life of a
How
sex
to pleasure a
addict.
woman 21 different ways.
Oh wow.
Yeah, men's
How to
health
make her
does
think
that
she
too.
got off, but she didn't, but you did.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my, that's called a credit card. Or a commitment. Both C's. You're welcome. Oh, here's one. Well, no, Brad can't handle his liquor.
What? I'm not that bad. I can handle my shit.
Jack Daniels taster.
Fuck yeah. I could roll with
You
it.
can't swallow.
Oh, you just gotta let it sit in there?
You just do it in your mouth. You do what they call the, what is it?
Yeah, I don't like
Swirl and spit or
The
whatever.
Kentucky chew. And spit it out. You're not supposed to swallow. Because a lot of the techniques they use for tasting liquor is what we do to taste our stuff that we make. Because it coats your mouth, it gets your tongue and everything. Wine taster, same thing.
I hate to say it, but getting drunk does change your sense of taste. And 2, though, 20% of the alcohol that gets into your system when you drink is through the mouth. So if you did the old Kentucky chew enough, you just might be buzzing when you leave work.
Only 20% through your mouth. Wouldn't all 100 or like how?
No, because the rest of it goes in your system,
in your intestines, and your kidneys, and
just
your liver.
absorbing it.
Yeah, absorbing it into your system.
Because you have mucous membranes and everything. No, so if I remember right, on wine tasting, you can't. I'm pretty sure bourbon and everything is the same too. You can't swallow. You have to rinse your mouth out before, rinse your mouth out afterwards. It can't be in your mouth for longer than 30 seconds, and you can only taste 4 times an hour. So that's how you're supposed to be able to keep from getting intoxicated.
I know fucking businesses now that have like, what do they call them, where they just start fucking giving everybody beer on fucking Fridays?
Beer Fridays.
No, it's something. Damn it, there's a word for it. It's a specific business that we know of and somebody that works there, and they're always talking about these things that happen on. Anyway, midday they're like, everybody let's get fucking buzzed, and then we'll sober up and go home. Anyway.
Why can't my company do that?
We used to have, well, we didn't use, it wasn't officially a thing, but we had something we joked around called Liquor Cabinet Friday, where our product goes into some liquors, and we would taste them on Fridays just to see what they tasted like. We don't want to get like wasted or anything. It's like, here, taste it. Oh, our stuff goes in that. Okay. I actually got a bottle of it up there somewhere. So.
Nice. So this one is the perfect fucking job for me. Netflix tagger, a.k.a. pro binge watcher.
Netflix and chill.
By myself.
That's not how that works.
For me it is. So anyway, believe it. People are getting paid to watch Netflix. So, from what I understand, it's not just like a simple algorithm. You know how like you go in and you type something in Netflix or you watch a show, and then the next thing you know, everything's updated. We
suggest you watch this.
Yeah, your top picks for Bert, or the critically acclaimed, blah 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 blah. It's a very very specific algorithm. So they have these Netflix taggers watch every episode of a show, every fucking movie, a couple of times, and then they go through and they don't just pick out actors, or whether it's a crime drama or a horror flick. They pick out certain words that stood out during the fucking movie or episode or whatever.
What, like words the characters said, or something
words,
resembles
themes,
the show?
Catchphrases, all kinds
like science
of stuff.
Fiction, horror, slasher, that sort of stuff.
But also, too, what is it? Crude humor? Is it family-friendly humor? Is it adult? So, whatever. And when they put that through, that's the algorithm that Netflix uses from these taggers to be able to choose what you might like to watch best next.
Have you guys found anything from like the suggestions that was like spot on? Like,
yeah,
it's been a few things.
So, like, we'll watch something and we're like, damn, that was weird that Netflix had something so good. And then we go right down underneath it to the suggested after it. And, like, we nailed 3 movies in one fucking night.
Really?
Back to back.
And movies that I would not have considered before.
Never.
Because, like, if you watch this, you might like this. I'm like, you don't know me. They knew me.
They know us.
They knew me because I was like, that's pretty impressive. Now, something else about Netflix's algorithm, and this is a little bit off topic, it still relates, is if you dislike stuff, they try to keep that kind of stuff from coming up, too. Like this guy here, I do not like Sarah Silverman. I do not like Russell Brand. I disliked 3 things that came up with theirs. They're not suggested anymore, and nothing even related is suggested anymore.
So when they send that like dislike, you want to check those.
Yeah, I mean, if you like something, check it. And it's going to show you more that's like that. It helps build that algorithm. But like I said, it works the other way, too.
Because, so for me, I trust the algorithm a little bit, but I create my own. I'll go into search and be like, creature features. Specifically monsters. And then I'll search a whole bunch of shit. I kind of create my own algorithm. But if you're if you don't want to go through all that, if you don't just sit there for fucking ever not having a job and shit, thinking about specifically what you'd like to fucking watch, then the Netflix algorithm is pretty detailed. You just have to like stuff and rate stuff, and the fucking system will work for you.
Or you can try to crash the system and share your Netflix password with all your friends.
Yeah.
And then their stuff gets in there, and it's so messed
your
up.
whole algorithm.
It's so messed up.
I've had that happen before, and I'm like, never again, because I like how it kind of set my fucking shit.
My shit was full of anime for 6 months.
Oh, yuck.
I had to start just hating everything so it would go away.
Yeah, I hate anime.
I am not a fan.
Yeah, well, we know one person that was, and they had our Netflix. And then it was an anime-a-palooza.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
I mean, it was in one specific section. I mean, it's easy to ignore, though. But still.
You still see the occasional one, but it's generally for something else that's come up that we watch.
Yeah, because we also watch cartoons, so it's inevitable that the occasional anime will
But
pop
this
up.
was ridiculous. Like, I thought for, like, a solid 5 minutes that Netflix had been taken over by anime. Because every suggestion, everything coming up was, I'm like, what the hell? What happened?
And we were like, oh, she must be watching our Netflix this weekend. And then the algorithm was fucked.
Who is this person?
My baby sister.
Oh, okay.
She's a big anime person, so.
I know a few anime heads.
I mean, she's not as bad as somebody else we know, too. Kelly. Kelly is hard for fucking anime. She'll watch that shit in a different language, too, and I'm like...
people that get into anime, man, they love that shit as much as I love Star Wars.
Like,
they're hardcore.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
I mean, I like a few things, but I mean, I'm talking like, I can think of like...
Sailor Moon?
No. I can think of like 3 fucking movies, and that's it.
Hentai?
No. God damn!
They did a Castlevania show on Netflix.
Yep.
It kind of looks like that anime style.
It is anime style. It's on my selection, actually. I haven't deleted it just because I've actually heard good things about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I wanted to check it out, but that anime style kind of bugs me sometimes.
So I kind of try to really ignore the animation because animation can ruin a really good fucking show if you nitpick it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta jump in and let shit happen. Because I almost didn't watch The Troll Hunter because I was like, the animation looks a little shitty. And it was just from the page and the intro. But getting into it, the animation was awesome and the fucking show just rocked my fucking world. I know it's a fucking kid's cartoon. I don't give a shit. The Troll Hunter was the shit!
Who did that? Didn't Guillermo del Toro do some...
Yep, that's his.
Oh, really?
It was him and Anton Yelchin, the Chekhov guy that got killed. He was the main character's voice. So.
What, is it a movie or a show?
It's a show.
It's a series on
Really?
Netflix. Yep.
Yeah, but it only made it 3 seasons because Anton died. And they should still continue to do it, though.
Are you fucking dropping this pod?
I am.
I was supposed to be the Debbie Downer.
Steal
my thunder.
Fortune cookie writer!
Yeah.
Woo!
Now, see, I would just think it would be funny to start a fortune cookie company and just do stupid-ass fortunes. Like, you're at the restaurant, you're opening it up, and it's like, that smell you smell, that's your next wife. Look behind you.
That smelly
Stuff like
smell
that.
smells smelly.
Will you marry me? Sign the fat cook in the kitchen. What
No,
the
I
hell?
would be like,
I think that'd be hysterical.
your boyfriend's
That would be
banging
good.
your sister.
Because my stats, if I owned that company, I would also make the little candy hearts for Valentine's Day that say like "F you," and all the mean shit. I just think it'd be great.
That's why we don't write fucking fortune cookies, though.
But I want to now.
But you can get paid up to $50,000 a year if you're a full-time writer.
Well, see, there's only one writer then, because like so many of the fortunes are identical. I mean, are they also paying this guy to come out? Your lucky numbers are 2, 7, 9, 15, and 12.
And your word of the day is book.
Let's say book in Chinese.
Nope. Can't do that. Can't pronounce this shit. And then we all sit there and laugh and shoot rice out of our fucking nose while we all try to pronounce a shit on our fucking fortune cookies.
Yeah, if that guy's making $50,000 a year, it's only that guy. And good going, guy.
Are you guys
Good going.
ready for some racy shit?
It's a PC because I only do PC.
None.
now.
We don't. I fucking. Oh my god. We're like the least PC people on the planet.
I'm pretty cool. What are you talking about? PC, pretty cool.
Oh my god. I hate you. Brothel tester.
Oh, yeah.
Quality control. Now that job, that's a double-edged sword.
Because you get to test the product for free, but you also get syphilis. Is that what the fuck you were going to say?
No. No. So at my work, we have quality control, and the thing is, if something just looks bad and smells bad and tastes bad, you just ignore it. So
You gotta get all whiffed before you try it.
Anyway, so a German brothel advertised a position consisting of testing out various ladies of the night in the harem's den. And even here in the ever wholesome USA, there is an open position as a prostitute tester for the ever famed Bunny Ranch in Nevada. I could not find out what this pays. But the advertisement for the Bunny Ranch in Nevada, that position, does require you to have a college degree. In what? I don't fucking know.
Well, I've got the college degree down. Maybe I should check that position out.
Contact the Bunny Ranch.
I saw your ad in the paper. I was wondering what's the hourly rates, the availability, or their vacation. What can we interview?
Yeah, like Brad's taking vacation days from that fucking job.
Yeah, I just work for per diem. Fucking cover my room and board, and you got yourself a...
He'd appreciate the overtime on that
You would
one.
eventually get tired.
I don't know, man. Because I get to try something new every day. Keep it
But
interesting.
do you?
Well, he definitely gets to try different things and different women.
Yeah, but it's like, here's the same one, but this one's a little different. I mean, it's like, it could get some freaky stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think he's opposed to that.
Well,
And then in today's day and age, like, all right, so this is our typical female. He decided he was a she around 19.
it's nothing
See?
a few drinks can't handle.
I'm sorry, Brad, but we need you to do this sober because we need accurate.
Yeah.
They might get my resignation papers.
I mean, the day and age we live in, that's not as appealing as it might have once was.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Because especially if you get one that can do both.
I don't think they have that at the Bunny Ranch. Archer knows
It's
where to
coming.
find him, though.
It's coming.
Ah,
We're looking for equal rights for everybody. It's coming.
no.
It's coming.
Anyway, this job is specifically for me.
Especially in Germany. And they got midgets. So.
I put this
Yeah, but
one
the
down.
Germans got some good stuff, but
I put this one down for me. A panda nanny. You just fucking hang out with pandas at the China Great Panda Protection and Research Center.
it sounds like a fucking killer job.
Have you seen the videos from that research center?
I haven't.
Those are the cutest fucking things. I mean, second only to otters eating on YouTube.
Have you seen koala bears?
Drop bears? I've watched those videos.
Drop bears.
Oh my god, so the next time you're on YouTube and you fall into the fucking rabbit hole, just fucking look up drop bears. So there's this whole like horror movie genre where they make it seem like a horror movie, and all it is people getting scared the fuck out of when koalas fall out of the fucking trees.
Oh, really?
Because they're goofy, clumsy little fucks sometimes.
Cute as shit.
I know! Anyway, also, go on YouTube and just type in pandas, or otters eating. Cutest fucking things ever. And corgis walking downstairs.
I am not a fan of corgis.
What the fuck?
I know, man.
Oh my god.
This guy I know ruined him.
Yeah, no, but I love them too, and I
Well,
loved them before he loved
I'm
them,
sorry,
so.
he's tainted them. for
Yeah,
me,
no, that's my doggy. Anyway, you can make $32,000 a year being a panda nanny. You should support my career decision.
But this is in China where communism rules.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do they get 32,000?
I mean, they might get 32,000 like panda claws because of the pandas they killed because they were raising them wrong for 20 years.
Yeah.
You do know about that, right? They
Yeah.
killed more pandas than they saved because they didn't trust the mother, and after 8 hours of abandonment, they went to rescue the baby, and the baby died. Well, it turns out in the wild, pandas leave their young abandoned up to 2 days, and they do fine. They are designed to be away from a long term, and that they cuddle and cradle their baby and everything else.
Well, now we got the YouTube, and we can keep an eye on the pandas. I'm on this. I've got them.
But YouTube is all about free speech, and China's
I'm also
against free
watching the
speech.
fucking hippos and the giraffes and the new baby penguins. All right, I got this.
From the Cincinnati Zoo.
I'm watching them all.
Penguins
Love it.
can't walk backwards.
Oh my god, they're all so fluffy and fucking adorable. Anything else you'd like to say?
Our son used to call them dadoos.
Yeah. So the first time we took him to the aquarium, the last little thing you walk through is the big thing with all the penguins in it, and he wasn't talking yet, but for whatever reason, he made up a specific word for penguins, and it was dadoos.
Yeah.
He was pointing, dadoos, dadoos, dadoos. It was adorable.
It was fucking just as cute as little penguins. Anyway, so pornography historian studying ancient porn.
Well, would it really be ancient? I mean, when
Yes!
Encino Man drew the titties on the wall.
We know from the history of personal pleasure devices that
It's been around for a while.
toys and porn has been around for fucking ever. And there's only one guy that's officially licensed as a pornography historian right now.
I want to know where he got his license from.
So
I want him to be tested because I don't trust him.
he was an ex-porn star.
Sylvester Stallone?
No, this is William Mangold.
Mangold.
Don't know him.
A successfully done what so many ex-porn stars have failed to do, transitioned into a career that doesn't involve having intercourse on camera.
There's some that's done it. Sylvester Stallone being one of them. The dude from Hollywood Undead.
So anyway,
Now you
even
gotta
though this
start.
one guy has the job, they estimate that depending on how hard you study porn, you can make anywhere from $27,000 to $98,000 a year
For studying porn.
to study ancient dick drawings on fucking temples and shit.
There used to be a class at college where I was watching porno movies and then critiquing them at the end of the class.
Really?
Yeah, it was a popular cultures class.
So this next one I threw in there, it's the last one. I kind of didn't understand it, but I guess you have to be a certain person to get this. So you can actually become a financial dominatrix. And basically, if the idea of humiliating desperate guys and literally taking large sums of money from them for no reason at all appeals to you, you may want to check out this article by our friends over at Thrillist, detailing a lucrative life of a financial dominatrix. And you can make up to $200,000 a year or more.
Just beating up dudes and taking
Beating
their
up
money.
dudes and taking their fucking money. Legal fucking robbery in fucking latex.
Don't I remember hearing about a podcast where somebody wanted to be stomped in the balls all the time with high heels and
Oh,
everything
yeah.
else?
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Right? I mean, that's what this would be.
I mean, look, I have plans to get into some fetishes because there is some shit that I didn't know
Whoa,
existed.
whoa, whoa, whoa. What?
On our podcast, not in our bedroom.
I just want to make sure we're clear.
However, would you like me to put on a pair of my heels and stomp you in the balls after this episode? I would be glad to.
I don't appreciate your tone.
I don't appreciate your balls.
We need to keep politics out of this. Build a wall.
Anyway, so of all the jobs that we talked about on the list, what would be the ideal job that you would want? Bert, keep in mind that your wife is sitting right fucking next to you.
None of those.
None of them? What's your dream job, then?
Pillow tester.
Oh, yeah.
You did buy that very expensive My
It
Pillow.
was $40, and I still have it. It's got a
$40?
10-year warranty.
It was $60.
I spent $80 on my pillow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it like cools down and shit. It's
Does it really?
It's totally worth it, ain't it?
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
I love sleeping, so that's an investment.
Pillow
I was
tester.
making.
Minimum wage should be $75,000 a
I
year. Max benefits. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sign me
I
up.
guess, like, because I haven't really had a good night's sleep ever in my entire life, and sleeping is not a priority for my body. I'd love to. I'd love to fucking sleep. I just don't. That, like, the idea of spending good money on a pillow.
Well,
just-
that's why I dropped it, because I like to sleep, but I sleep like shit. So I'm like, I want to make my sleep enjoyable.
Oh, I mean, I have really nice pillows and I get comfortable. My body just doesn't sleep.
Same here. Like, I'm always fucking tossing and turning.
I'm usually tossing and turning, too, but it's usually this.
God damn it, I had a cold!
This morning?
I'm still working on it.
I have a ghoul that visits me every night.
A ghoul.
A ghoul.
Yes. How did you do the powder thing?
No, I forgot, actually.
Why didn't you do the powder test that is the ultimate ghost test?
They haven't been around in a while, or whatever the fuck it is, but it came back last week, so...
Oh my god. I'm getting freaked out. Yeah. Brad's got a ghostie.
Tell me about it.
It's a ghoul.
It's a ghoul?
Yeah, I prefer to call it a ghoul.
So what else has it done? Just wakes you up at exactly like 3:02?
3 to 3:30 every.
Does it fuck up your Legos too? Like your
No. Yeah.
well, it's better.
Not that I know. Yeah, I mean it's better than house guests. So.
Oh god.
But yeah.
You have to do the powder test.
Yeah, I might try that this weekend.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity, man. I remember seeing that.
It's legit.
Yeah.
You know that movie that cost like $19,000 to produce? It made so much money.
That first one.
It was good.
Yeah, dude. Really good.
I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah.
I would say I enjoy the first two.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there were so many questions after the first one.
I could barely get through the first one, so I haven't seen the second one.
What the
They try to tie them all together, too, and it gets to a point where it gets a little extravagant.
Right.
Yeah, but it also kind of makes sense
It
in a
does,
weird sort of
but-
way. But then the fucking...
Just gave me goosebumps thinking about it.
I know.
the beastie in the fourth one, though, oh man. So the freakiest part about Paranormal Activity for me is when you can hear how fucking heavy the footsteps are. This thing has got to be cloven hooved and weighs approximately like 2,000 fucking pounds to make these fucking boom footsteps. And I'm
Fucking
like,
Krampus.
this is fucking insane.
Fucking Krampus.
I mean, it could have been a Krampus. We don't know.
Sounds like
It
a
was
Krampus.
the demon was never specified.
I picture Krampus.
I picture something like Krampus, but there's actually something else I envision, but we'll talk about that in next week's episode. Besides putting powder down for your paranormal investigations, what other job would you like to have besides the one you have?
Tortoise Farm.
That's your dream?
That's my dream job.
Not a brothel tester.
No, just have like 5 acres.
And a
down
shitload
in
of turtles?
sunny Florida, and that's my job. Wake up every morning, feed, water the turtles, walk the fucking farm, yeah, man. Yeah,
And that's a legit job, too.
yeah, there is.
Because I remember being in school, and every year we had this guy come visit the school, and he was a reptile expert, and he brought his turtles, his snakes, his lizards, and everything else, and he would just bring them to teach us kids about them and everything else, and he was as cool as could be. Had gators and crocodiles. It was legit.
Yeah.
Can I point something out? Mm-hmm. I just took off my Thermacare patch because I slept wrong last night and blew out my neck and shoulder. And Bert just casually slipped off his fucking knee brace. How fucking old are we?
Hashtag OLD.
How fucking old are we? But I did have a steaming cup of hot tea. Which is an old lady drink out of a Batman cup, though. So
That was covered in honey, and you looked like you were molesting the outside of that cup, licking the honey off.
I like honey. Anyway, so my dream job, I gotta go with Netflix Tagger, man. Nothing brings me more joy than watching fucking TV. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I'll just be like, yeah, I get out all the time. And I do. I'm fairly active. But at the end of the fucking day, when I am done, nothing brings me more joy than watching TV. When people are like, oh my god, it's my day off, we should watch fucking TV, fuck activities.
Oh, yeah.
I've been active all fucking week.
I'm with you. I love sitting down with a good show or movie. I fucking love it. I live for it.
Yeah.
There's a couple other jobs I hate, too. Jobs I actually held.
Wow.
So, the first job, and the job I hated the most, but I miss it because I did it for so long, drywaller. Hanging drywall. It is terrible. It will make you an old man quicker than anything. Probably why I have to wear this knee brace.
I mean,
It will make you old quick. You're picking up heavy-ass boards, awkward positions, everything else, dust in the air. It's not supposed to be asbestos, but who knows? In 20 years, gypsum will probably be a cancerous thing, whatever. Another job, I didn't hate it, but I just hated telling people what I did for a living. I worked in a plant that made meat products. Mm-hmm. So, in one section of the plant, I was a meat packer. And then in the other department that I got to be in charge of, the boss of, was wiener pack. So I didn't hate the job. I hated how I had to describe it to people. Because anytime I would say it, to me, it was common lingo. We said it all day long. Need you in wiener pack. I need a couple more meat packers over here. It was common for us. You say it to somebody who doesn't work at that place, they just busted out laughing.
So I told
like I
people-
said, fuck nut or something. It's
So Bert had this job when we first met, and I would just tell people, like, what's your boyfriend do? I'm like, he makes hot dogs. That's all I would say, because I couldn't tell him he was a meat packer in Wiener Pack.
Do you have that on like your resume, like meat packer, wiener?
it says meat processing supervisor or some crap. I don't know. I mean, it sounds all technical and shit.
Yeah, because then when he got promoted, he was the boss of Wiener Pack. I couldn't tell people what he did. And another thing, too, is he worked some fucked up hours, and he always had overtime, so he was always working on the weekends, so I'd be out and about. I swear to God, I think people thought I was making you up for a while, because they never saw you. But I'd be out and about on a Saturday, and they'd be like, where's Bert? I'm like, he's working. Which, if I'd have said what I should have said, I'd be like, he's packing meat. He's packing meat every weekend while I'm out with our kid.
The only worse one that this could be than this would be somebody who works at a candy factory. What do you do? I'm a fudge packer.
What about a taffy puller? That sounds a little sexual, but I like watching. That's another thing. Those oddly satisfying videos on YouTube.
Where they make like the hard candy.
And they hook
stuff.
the taffy on the hook and then they pull it. And then, it's fucking gratifying as hell. Anyway, I hate to say it, retail. If I could never get on a cash register, I would be happy getting paid fucking minimum wage just to go to stores and fucking put shit on shelves and make it look pretty. It is like an OCD fucking thing of mine to line shit up and make it look pretty.
They have
and
that. It's
put
called
shit.
a merchandiser.
Yeah, I was a merchandising manager. I fucking merchandise, and sometimes whether I'm paid to or not, because if I'm standing in the candy aisle and it looks fucked up and the boxes need to be done, I'm gonna fucking merchandise.
It's so bad, I'll put Tootsie Rolls at the Snicker bars just to see if she catches it. And she does, and she fixes it. I just want to see. So another job I think I'd hate, or I'd really love, I haven't decided, I'd probably hate it because I'd get fired from it, would be customer service.
Yeah, it sucks.
I mean, well, if I could say what I really felt, I would love the job.
That would be fun.
I mean, there's a role open at where I work at, and the joke was that I was going to take it, and there's a girl I work with, and she lost her mind because she thought it was the funniest thing ever. She was, you, with your demeanor? Because I'd be like, oh, no, you're wrong. But I'm the customer. No, I'm telling you, you're wrong.
So, I didn't think I could do customer service. Oddly enough, it has been pointed out to me that I'm eerily good at customer service.
Yeah, because you talk trash about them after they walk away.
No, here's the thing. One, I have the most epic, fake customer service voice. I'm like the AT&T girl, okay? Second.
Which one?
The one that when you answer, like, welcome to AT&T.
Oh, not the one from the cell phone commercial?
No, not her.
Oh.
Second, I have resting bitch face.
Absolutely.
So, I have a hard case of resting bitch face. Everyone, if you ask them, oh, well, how did you and Stephanie become friends? They'll start out that with, well, for 2-3 weeks I was afraid to approach her because I thought she was a raging bitch. So most people...
I married her, she is.
Most people, when they first approach me, automatically lose some of their thunder. Seeing this resting bitch face, and they're walking up, and they're like, oh, God. And then suddenly they're much calmer. Whereas other people, they would lose their shit on. So, I mean, I hate it, because people bitch about the stupidest shit. And, I mean, the stupidest, meaningless shit that's clearly stated, blah, blah, blah. Dealing with stupid people is not fucking fun.
It's not.
It's just fucking not. Mm-hmm. So I would never want that job, but I'm eerily good at it. So, Brad, what fucking jobs in the past have you absolutely hated?
No, I hated installing sprinkler systems. Shit was miserable. Out in 100 degrees digging ditches all day.
That would suck.
It was awful, but... And then that and UDF.
I was going to say, I know UDS coming.
Oh my God. Making milkshakes and dealing with the public was the worst fucking year of my life. Oh my God.
I could just see that. What can I get for you? I want a chocolate malt. Okay. No, I want peanut butter. No, I want vanilla. Will you fucking make up your mind?
That happened to me one night, and I threw a milkshake at this bitch. And I was like, all right, finally, I'm out of here. Like, this is it. I'm done. And then I came in the next day to collect my check, and my manager gave me a promotion. Because they couldn't keep fucking people there, man. The job was terrible. So they're like, we really need you to stay. Here's a promotion. And, like, 50 more cents. But, you know, I was only 20 at the time, so right on. Stuck it out.
Throw a milkshake at a bitch. I get a 50-cent raise. What if I throw it at 2 bitches?
Yeah.
What if I straight up punch this bitch in the eye with a cone?
I'm working my way up through the company.
I'll be CEO by next week.
So, let's see what's on my list here. I got some questions. All right, since we're talking about jobs, what did you want to be when you were young?
I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to fly. I wanted to be in the Air Force or whatever, fly a fighter plane, and after that I wanted to fly bush planes in Alaska. Just because it seemed cool, and because I liked Baloo from Tailspin. I wanted to have my own cargo plane.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, Brad.
I wanted to make movies. So,
Movies are the shit.
Yeah, I wanted to be a director. Or just make movies, but yeah.
That's cool.
So, as much as I do also love movies and music, when I was younger, I wanted to write, and then I wanted to be a photographer that also wrote, and then I just wanted to be a photographer for National Geographic.
Well, that would have been cool.
So I could have flown you guys to on location to make a movie about bears.
Hell yes.
See, it all comes together.
It does.
Otters. Yes.
Because I could also been the narration.
Yeah.
That'd been so cool.
And I could have handled the customer service. Your movie sucked. Fuck you, bitch.
It had otters in it! How did it
Did
suck?
you see that cute fuzzy thing fucking chew? You get the fuck out of my studio.
He's gonna chew your brake lines on your way home, bitch.
So, here's some nitty gritty shit. Is there a job that I put man or woman could have that would cause you to not date or marry them? So for me, it would be, is there a job that a dude can have that would make me not want to date or marry him? And then you guys, is there a job that a woman can have to make you not want to date or marry
We
him?
go first.
Me?
Yeah, you go first.
You want me to go first? Oh, man. So, I hate to say it, but for me, it would probably just have to be something dangerous. So, cop, firefighter,
I'll
shit
see
like
why
that.
you're with me, because I'm a spy, so...
Oh, Jesus Christ. As you take off your knee brace.
It's got a listening device in it. Duh.
Anyway,
And
we
it's
have
got
a
a holster.
listening device on the kitchen table.
That's what I'm telling you.
Anyway,
We've got two
it's not
now.
so much...
There's microphones.
It's not so much what a person would do, it was what would happen to them doing it. And, like, when the odds are there's a chance they're going to get hurt, maimed, or killed, I don't like that. If I marry a person, it's for the long... And I know random shit can happen, and people can get hurt and die, but, like, when you're a police officer or a firefighter, like, the odds increase exponentially.
Absolutely.
And I can handle a lot of stress, but I would probably, if I was dating a cop or a firefighter, I would probably have some serious thoughts on whether or not I wanted to spend the rest of my life with this person.
They just mentioned the top dangerous jobs in the U.S. for 2018. First one was commercial fisherman. Second one was lumberjack. I can't remember the 3 or 4, but number 5 was trash collector. Yep. Because getting hurt on the job from moving trash, I mean, because usually garbage men have really good health insurance because it breaks you down. Plus the fact you're dealing in traffic and you can get hit by a car or a truck at any given time.
Well, that's another reason, like cops and stuff,
Yep.
it's not even just getting shot and shit. Again, YouTube, down the rabbit hole, how many fucking cops get out of their car to walk up to somebody's driver's side window, pulling them over for speeding, and some fuck shit hits them with their car.
Just happened here in Cincinnati. We just lost
Yeah.
an officer.
And a fucking 2-year-old.
And the 2-year-old there on the bridge, yeah.
Fucking people. Learn how to drive, you cocksuckers, and if you can't, stay home watching Netflix. It's a
Cincinnati
job.
has the worst drivers. I think we even did a study on that.
They're bad.
Yeah.
They're absolutely bad. I don't think I could marry a porn star.
No, I can't either.
I definitely think I had an issue with that. Or a stripper.
I wouldn't mind the stripper, but I'm with you on the porn star.
I don't think I could. I would be scared to death to be married to a doctor or a nurse. And the reason I say that is like, if there's a slip-up accidentally at the hospital... and
They're the first ones to become a zombie. I get it.
Exactly.
I think about that shit all the time. I think about what is the chances that Bert's going to come in contact with, like, an outbreak situation, and then we're all fucking zombies. But, like, where you work, there's sanitary conditions, so I think I'm fairly safe.
Yeah, but you look at Dennis Hoffman and Renee Russo in Outbreak. I mean,
Yeah.
she stabbed herself with a needle. And she's a trained professional. I mean, that's some scary shit.
Yeah,
So
I think
those
about
are
that
definitely
stuff.
4 roles I definitely couldn't do with my spouse.
Okay, so what job that actually exists?
You know, let him say is one he doesn't want to do?
He said porn stars too.
Oh, I'll tell you might have something
Yeah.
Oh,
else.
is there another one?
That's pretty much.
Is there something else that
just,
you can think of?
I mean, I guess if they were doing lesbian porn, I'd be cool with that. But I
Hey,
guess
honey, can you bring your work home with you?
I watched a documentary, and during that, there was a porn star that was talking about how once she was in a committed relationship, she did do lesbian-only porn because it made her boyfriend feel more comfortable.
I watched a documentary, I can't even remember when this was, where this girl refused to do anal. That's what she saved for her husband.
oh really?
That was her and her husband's thing. She
I
would
would
not do it on
refuse to
camera.
do anal because I was saving it for never, ever, 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 ever doing anal.
Just
But
saying.
that's me, bro!
Just saying.
So, what job that actually exists today would you absolutely excel at?
Pillow tester.
Is there such a thing as a pillow tester?
I don't know. I thought this was my dream. I can do what I want.
No, I said that actually exists. I'm pretty sure in the commercials there's a machine that beats down on the fucking pillows.
I think I would excel in a think tank.
You would, though.
I think I would. I'd have to prove how smart I am, which would be difficult because nobody believes me. But I don't know. I like coming up with weird stuff. I think that's fun. And if somebody paid me to do it, even better.
Agreed. I would agree with you on that.
I mean, I don't know. It entails probably other stuff, but that's what I know about it.
I think I'd excel at running a bar as long as I didn't have to worry about the financials.
John Taffer. Bar rescue. Oh, yeah.
I always thought I did a pretty good job of throwing a party or making people have a good time. So
I mean, I could definitely see that, especially if you had a partner, and that partner was the one that specifically dealt with the financials, and you dealt with the ordering and the booze and the party, like entertainment.
See,
shit.
you don't want to do bar. You want to do a raves thing. You rent a warehouse out once a month, and you just throw a big old bash, and everybody come in, you just clean out, and you're done.
yeah, I like that idea too.
I saw that on Law and Order, I think, and this kid
yeah,
was making
hey.
like $20,000 a freaking party
Yeah.
profit.
I used to watch Amish Mafia on National Geographic or some shit. They fucking did that stuff too.
I mean, you could just move towns too.
Yeah.
Pick up, move towns, follow the good weather, follow the fun.
Absolutely. I mean, there's like a bunch of concerts or something going on in Chicago. Then after the concert, you find a warehouse, you rent it for the night, throw a big old bash, done, out. Skedaddle.
Every Friday and Saturday night for a month, and then boom. It could be fun.
Cool. Something else I think would be cool, other than just a think tank idea, would be to run a haunted house, like a legit haunted house. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So I took part in the behind the scenes of a haunted house, and it is pretty fucking fun.
I mean, come up with scenarios and the scare tactics, and get a bunch of people that just enjoy their job and the acting of it. But I wanted to take it to another level. Have like a haunted restaurant. Where like people, make reservations or eating a meal or whatever,
Yeah, but
and you
now
go
we're
to like a
talking-
couple, be like, I would really like you all to participate in this little thing. You'll get a free meal out of it, and you like have it where like the husband fakes choking on something, and when he falls over, acts like he's dead. The wife pulls a knife out and guts him or something right there in front. I just think that'd be really cool. If anybody likes that idea, that stuff's copyrighted.
Yeah,
please see.
copyright patent. That's our shit. That's our shit. You got to say that shit because that was a good idea.
Yeah, the restaurant part's boring, but the
Remember, no, eating and scaring is. I mean,
running the restaurant. I mean, I'd probably just serve like cheese fries.
you just need a restaurant partner. What about just a building with that, and then you get some really good ass food trucks,
That'd be cool.
right? There ain't nothing better than a fucking taco out of a food truck.
But anyway, some sort of haunted house. And I mean like interactive, not just something you have to walk through, but I mean, not somebody just trying to scare you, but like you're seeing a story play out. Like a murder mystery. Like they have those murder mystery dinners.
But super extra scary.
But super extra scary, built
And
into
gory.
the experience, getting people involved. Everybody has like some sort of secret thing they're a part of. So you involve the guests. You charge like $100 a head. This is all copyright and patent. I think it'd be awesome.
Or you could do an overnight thing, like a hotel situation.
Now you're going too far.
No, I'm not. I'm better at this than you.
We're right there, and then you got tip it over the top.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to get
You're
people
like my favorite
involved
80s
and stuff.
movie, Over the Top.
Oh, my God. Anyway, it would still be good, even if it was overnight.
I think it loses something.
Also, it would be cool to do something like that on a fucking train ride. Boom, bitch.
They do that. The murder mysteries. You gotta do something different.
Murder of the Orient Express plus fucking gore, and you're trapped on a train? Come the fuck on!
I think it'd be better if you do it like in a big arena or something. It'd be like Sudden Death with Jean-Claude Van Damme, but with a horror movie feel to it. I think it'd be awesome.
Or we just drop people out in the desert and be like, if you make it back to the fucking resort. Yeah, now you're getting out there, fucking bird.
You're over the top again. Keep politics out of it.
Anyway, I like shopping at Staples, and I like stationery, and I think office management for me would be something I would excel at. Organizing shit, keeping shit fucking scheduled, and fucking making sure everybody's got cute fucking
You mean
paper clips and
office
pens.
coordinator?
Yeah.
Like Pam?
Oh my god, I'm Pam Beasley. But I'm not answering. Well, no, I actually do pretty good answering phones. I've done that before in my lifetime, too. I'm fucking Pam from The Office. Whee! Don't look at me like that! I'll be who I want to be. Anyway, I like going to fucking Staples, and I love markers and pens and shit, okay? I like fucking stationery. Stop fucking with my favorite pen. Anyway, and fucking cute post-it notes, and fucking push pins and shit, and I have cork boards.
And 8 different colors of whiteout.
No, I only have 2 types of whiteout.
I said colors of whiteout.
Actually, patent fucking pending, it does go white, even though you put it on the paper and it's blue. Just like that spackle that's pink and then it goes white when, yeah. But now it's invented now, bitch. And I'm gonna fucking invent it and people are gonna buy it.
I meant like blue out for blue paper and orange out for orange paper.
No, you put it on blue and then when it's dried white, you can write on top of it, boom, patented!
So audience,
Job that I hate. Mother of teenager.
if you have teenagers out there, just put yourself out of your misery. Send them to boarding school.
Oh my god.
If you can afford it, send them to boarding school. They learn cool things in boarding school. Have you not played the video game Bully?
We have 6 and 17. A 6-year-old and a 17-year-old.
And the 6-year-old acts like he's 16 because of the 17-year-old.
And, like, by far the 17-year-old has way more fucking issues than the 6-year-old. And
The 6-year-old can wipe his own ass.
I mean, neither of them flush after they poop. Fairly certain neither of them are washing their hands, even though I yell at them all day.
No case of pink eye yet.
Oh, man. Anyway.
Get dogs, people. Dogs.
What job that actually exists today would you fail horribly at? I know mine right off the top, so I'm just going to get out there and say
Get it out there.
any fucking thing involving math. Math can suck a bag of dicks. I fucking hate math. Okay, that's it.
So, when I went to college, I thought I was going to be a social studies teacher. Then just a history major. Then construction management. Blah, blah, blah. But under construction management, there's this labor relations thing. So I thought myself, Robert or Bert, you can go into HR. You can do human resources. I think about that now. I don't think I could do human resources. Somebody would sit down in front of me, tell me their problems. I'll be like, will you just grow a pair? Seriously? Are you bringing this to me now? Seriously, what? Grow a pair, would you? That's not PC. I'm pretty sure there'd be some sort of lawsuit involved. There's a reason Bert is not in HR.
So my second choice would have probably have been...
You drinking my pop?
I am drinking your Kickstart.
I'm going to drink one. All right.
I just need something bubbly. Sometimes you just need some fucking bubbles in your life.
You're only 80 calories.
Yeah.
That's what I like about them. And it's
Anyway,
more.
So my second choice would have been, everybody's always talking about, like, oh, whenever my life falls apart, Stephanie, you're the first person I call. So, like, I like giving advice and helping people out, so counselor, therapist, something like that. But again, just like Bert brought up, I can give good advice to a friend because I know them and they know me. And the reason why they come to me is for the fucking truth, because I will tell them, you're wrong in this situation. You just need to grow the fuck up, or whatever. I will tell them the truth. You can't tell clients. I feel like you can't tell clients the truth, but sometimes that's what the fuck they need. So are there any psychiatrists out there? Are you allowed to tell clients the truth if they just need to be told, grow the fuck up, or no, your husband was right and you were wrong? Like, because also too, I feel like chicks expect you to side with them just because we both have vaginas. But I have straight up told, like, my friends, like, honey, your husband was right and you over fucking reacted and you're being kind of fucking crazy right now. Sometimes I think people just need to be told that. Right? Am I wrong here?
I wouldn't say you're wrong. Don't know if I'd say you're right either.
What the fuck? Right now, Bert is being a bitch. And I am right.
So there's the whole patient-doctor confidentiality thing that happens. Telling them the truth. Well, you've been watching Frasier on Netflix.
Yeah, I've been watching a shitload of Frasier.
So that doesn't make you a psychologist.
No, but Grey's Anatomy makes my sister a fucking doctor, so...
Yeah, I'm not taking medical advice from your sister. I'm sorry. But, I don't know. There's been TV, movie science, once again. When somebody speaks the truth and tells somebody the truth about something, usually that person goes ape shit and kills people.
Almost fell out of my fucking computer chair. Brad, what would you fail fucking horribly at?
I don't know, most things.
Most things?
Yeah.
Pick something. What are, like I said, math. Like any, like astronaut, whatever. If it involves math, I would fucking fail.
Probably like ironworking, because I hate heights. Couldn't handle it.
So, like, this also involves flying, too?
Flying doesn't bother me,
But standing up there?
Yeah.
So, like, you couldn't repair bridges, you couldn't do
No.
anything in a high building? Mm-mm. I get that.
So you're sure anything math involvement you couldn't do?
Yeah.
Yes, that takes shopping out of the equation.
No, because
No, there's math, there's numbers! You can't take it back. I just
think I
confirmed.
look at the price tag before I buy it? There's no math involved when I go shopping.
And people, that's why we broke. So please subscribe, tell your friends, help us get famous. Because
eventually
Bert needs another income
And eventually when we
source.
start our Patreon, yeah, Bert needs his money back.
Yeah, I need some money, folks.
I really am not that bad. Admit it, I'm not that bad. When it comes to wifely spending, I am not that fucking bad.
I have met worse.
So Bert and I just went out on our fucking wedding anniversary. And he's like, I'm going to go buy a cute dress. We should go out and do something fancy. And Bert's all fucking worried. He's like, don't you fucking spend crazy amounts of money on a dress, right? I went out on the fucking hunt with a budget in my mind. And I came in way under budget. I only spent fucking $21.73 on a cute fucking dress for our anniversary. So, suck it!
Our first dinner was $90. Our second dinner that night was $60.
Yes,
Yes, we had
what you
two
guys do
dinners.
for your anniversary? We fucking ate, man. We fucking ate. We went to one restaurant, and then we walked around. We got some ice cream. We walked around again, went to a retro gaming store, and then we ate second fucking dinner before we went home.
Fuck yeah.
Date night with us. Exciting. Would have been better if we went to Hofbrauhaus, though. I could have some Hefeweizen. Good beer.
Every time we leave the house, we do not have to go to the Hofbrauhaus, though.
But we had left earlier that day and we didn't go, so it would have been every time. This would have been
Oh
that
my
time.
God.
It would have only been 50% of the time. Or 0% of the time that day, so. Whatever.
So, I think that's it. Does anybody have anything to say about jobs? Anything? What's... Okay, real quick, before we wrap this up. What's the worst thing that's ever happened to you on the job? Any job.
Monday.
Okay, so Brad's all in for Monday. 52 things a year happen to Brad. 52 horrible Brad fucking worst
happens
day of his
every
life
week.
things happen.
Well, let's see. In a 6-month period, I broke my foot, had over 1,500 pounds of stuff fall on me, fell from 30 feet.
The scaffolding crushed you.
I fell off the scaffolding. I was pushing a cart loaded down with concrete board, and it hit a piece of debris in the floor, and it tilted and tipped on me. And then I broke my foot because we were putting plywood up on a wall, and I couldn't get the bottom to get nudged up against the bottom, so I used my foot to kick it, and I kicked it so hard I broke my foot. But I still worked for the 6 weeks. I was called hop along for 6 weeks.
So the second worst was the shit weekend, where I had to clean up shit poo prints. I think I did. Didn't we get into that whole, like, there's probably an episode coming soon where I talk about the shit weekend at my old job. But also at that same old job, my first number one worst thing that's ever happened to me is I picked up a 90-pound clay pot and herniated 3 discs in my back, and now I'm broken. So, yeah.
Bad stuff.
I mean, jobs are fucking jobs. I mean, you can get hurt anywhere.
Get hurt at home.
Yeah.
You can get hurt at home.
Actually, I fucking do quite a lot.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Dumb stuff.
You thought I'd be safe here, didn't you?
I mean, you're hanging up Christmas decorations, you fall off the couch. Emergency! Emergency!
It was Halloween decorations, and it wasn't the fact that I fell off the couch, it was the fact that I fell into the lamp.
Emergency!
And all I could scream was emergency. Anyway.
Emergency!
There's something wrong with me.
Yep.
So, even though Mondays suck dick, according to Brad, we post every fucking Monday. If you'd like to listen to our episodes, you can catch them on Podbean and the Podbean app, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher. We have a YouTube channel, Google Play, and if you want to contact us or just, kind of creep in there and stalk us on social media, we have an Instagram page, a Facebook, and you can stalk us on Twitter at Mouths.
We need followers.
Yeah, dude. Our Twitter is anorexic as fuck. Like, I've never, Instagram people, we love you because we're rocking it on Instagram. And those of you that listen that are on Instagram, if you see comments from Pody Mouths, it's more than likely me, so, hey. But yeah, our Instagram's booming, but our Twitter's like, nah, we don't like you guys. I don't know. We may have to turn our Twitter over to Brad.
I'll take it.
Brad loves fucking Twitter.
You love Twitter, right?
See, I love Instagram.
Twitter might as well just be called Why My Politics Matter More Than Yours. That's what Twitter has become for me. And it's a bummer. I got like 10 people I follow.
If they start the politics shit, I unfollow them.
I almost want to.
Yeah.
I almost want
That's
to.
what I do.
Because, it's ridiculous. I agree with some of the stuff they say, but
it's
like,
one thing to post things, and it's another thing to stand for things, and for you to, it's your personal platform. You can put out there what you believe in.
Yeah.
What I don't appreciate by all the political fucking sharing is it's just so fucking full of hate. It's not even, I believe in this. Mm-hmm. It's.
Let me counter your argument with this sensible item.
My opinion on this situation is fact. You're fucking wrong, and I hate you, and I hope you should die. Like,
you're racist.
Fuck, bigot.
Yeah,
Nazi. Fuck. That's why I just fucking watch otters and pandas and fucking corgis going downstairs.
Yeah, Twitter is just so much political hate, and like I said, there's a few I follow that. Politics aren't mentioned. I appreciate it.
You want to stay out of politics? Follow beauty gurus. You're going to get some great tips on how to draw on your eyebrows, and everything's mainly makeup based. Not a whole lot of politics and makeup.
There's a lot of drama.
Yeah, but it's drama you can choose to be in and out of. I chose to be in the drama for a while, and then I have subscribed to them, and guess what? No more drama in my life, but my eyebrows look fucking fantastic when I go out. Boom, bitch.
Brad, I think your eyebrows look fantastic.
Thank you.
And you didn't have to watch anybody on Twitter.
No, I didn't.
Anyway, I was born without the ability to grow proper eyebrows, so thank you.
No, we know people who have no ability to have eyebrows.
Oh, that's just because I accidentally shave them off. I literally have an inability to grow proper
I burnt
eyebrows.
mine off twice, okay?
Yeah, well.
But I know people... Oh, no, never mind. Just a whole...
Are we not talking about my sister?
No, I wasn't talking about your sister.
Oh, because she accidentally shaved her eyebrows off.
I have too.
Yeah, I know.
Our wedding day.
On the day we got married. Yeah, just in case anybody wants to know, like, Bird didn't have any fucking eyebrows in her wedding photos. So.
But I rock that blue shirt. I rock that blue shirt. So.
Anyway, so now that we turn this fucking outro into this long ass thing.
So please, people, we need subscribers. We need followers. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your clergy, tell your politicians. Please.
Just listen. I like interaction. If you have the most amazing shitty job story, fucking message me on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. Fucking email us. We're Pody Mouths at gmail.com. Whatever. I want to hear this shit. And if you got a good enough story, well, damn it, we're going to talk about it on the pod because I love bad days at work. And I love, oh my God, like pooping your pants stories. Oh, those are my fucking favorite.
Hey, and Stephanie has no job. She sits home and does nothing all day long. She's got plenty of time to talk with you guys and gals and everything else.
I go to the gym and I come home and that is fucking it. Every now and then I get spry like a motherfucker and go to Target. That is it.
Sometimes she cleans house.
This house is really I mean, it's 98% clean. Ass. Oh my God, we're getting fucking divorced. Are you going to burn off your fucking eyebrows for that? Anyway, this is Stephanie.
This is Bert.
Fuck Mondays.
Fuck Monday. It's Fuck Mondays, Brad.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.